Well, June is Men's Mental Health Month, and this morning we're focusing on the mental health aspect, obviously. So men are known for being strong and tough, and that often comes with the stigma that they don't need or want help. And instead of openly expressing their feelings, men's health experts say that men are often overlooked, become angry, may even turn to substance abuse. So this morning we have Dr. Jerry Law in with us. Thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure. Good to see you, David.
You as well. Has the conversation around men's mental health, the stigma, has that gotten better over the years?
It has gotten better, but it's still very difficult because as men in our society, we're still so often told, suck it up, man. You know, man up. Just ignore that. Push those emotions down. And there are times when that is appropriate. But it comes back to haunt us when we're trying to build relationships, when we're trying to be in a relationship, whether it's one-on-one or a family. That can really work against us.
Yeah, so what should people look out for if they notice that someone may be burning out or a man may be having a mental health issue?
Yeah, depression in particular often shows up different in men than it does in women, because for men it's less about sadness and it's more about irritability or anger or loss of identity. As men, so many of us find our sense of being in what we do in work. And so when depression sets in, it's not unusual for a man to then try to work more. If I can just do more, if I can just do, I'll find that sense of purpose once again, and we become lost in it.
Yeah, like trying to get a sense of accomplishment, right?
Yes.
Kind of goes down to our being a little bit, right?
It
we want to
does.
be successful, we want to provide,
Sure,
et cetera, et cetera. So if we steer away from that, how do we get brought back to level and make sure that we're not in a rough state of mental health?
One of the most difficult three-word sentences a man can ever say is, I need help. And that's where it starts. When a man recognizes this is beyond just sadness, this is beyond just irritability. There's something organically going on here that's got to be addressed. I need help. And so they may need to reach out to a therapist, maybe a clergy member, a close friend, someone where they can just be and open up and talk about it. That's where it starts.
Yeah, and so the differences, I guess, between a man and a woman are substantial, but especially in this department, how does someone get help, and how long can something like that take for someone to improve their mental health?
It depends on the situation for the person, how long they've been battling this, whether or not they need medication, or whether or not talk therapy is going to give them the answers. Start with your PCP. Start with your family doctor and say, look, I'm struggling here and I need some help, and maybe I need a referral to a psychiatrist, a referral to a therapist, a referral to someone who can help me sort this out.
How does a loved one, a wife or mother, someone, how do they broach this conversation with a man who they could visibly tell is having a tough time? Yeah,
3 key words: love, care, and concern. It's not about judgment. It's not about criticism. It's not about, hey, man, suck it up. It's about being present. We talk about the ministry of presence, P-R-E-S-E-N-C-E, just being present, allowing that other person the space and the time to open up and begin that dialogue.
Yeah, certainly a complex issue, and you're fighting against decades and decades and decades of people being told the opposite message. What's one last thing you want someone to take away from this conversation we're having this morning?
If you need help, ask for it. And again, that's that awful 3-word sentence, I need help. That's courage. Courage isn't sucking it up. Courage is acknowledging this is bigger than I can handle on my own. I need help.
Okay. Dr. Jerry Law, thank you so much for coming in this morning.
David.
A good last message for people to take home with on this Saturday, April.